Jared is gonna react to this Sonic the Hedgehog ripoff. Here we go. Let's do this.
Sonic was the coolest kid in the 90s. He was edgy, rad, and a talking animal. That always gets bonus cool points. At one point, no video game mascot could even come close to his popularity. But that didn't stop them from trying. All of them. Yeah, the 90s saw a huge rise in anthropomorphic video game characters trying to be cool. They wanted to be the next Sonic, many of which obviously failed in doing so. So, grab your favorite pair of running shoes and your Sonic OC as we traverse the land of mediocrity and check out some Sonic the Hedgehog ripoffs. Did you get those shoes? Because it's not too late to put them on and run away from all of this. Jazz Jackrabbit! Yeah, Jazz Jackrabbit, the green, badass alien hunting rabbit wielding a blaster and a Rambo headband. Where has this been all my life? He doesn't look like someone you really want to mess with. Jazz Jackrabbit was a series of games released on PCs operating DOS. Good old-fashioned PC gaming. I just gotta find the manual, enter in the right codes. Kimim is testing? Is this good? Did I break it? Okay. PC gaming was hard back in the day. Oh, there we are. So going by this intro, Jazz is kind of a dick, shooting defenseless turtles with a big smile on his face. The game is a side-scroller where you run fast. Jazz's feet even turn to that spirally blur that Sonic gets when he runs. The goal of the game is to reach the end of the stage while collecting carrots and floppy disks? Carrots I get, but floppy disks? What else do you want me to get? A VCR and a copy of Britney Spears' Baby One More Time? The game is honestly really fun. Just imagine Sonic the Hedgehog, but with a gun. No, not like that though. I wasn't too sure what to expect with this game, but floating eyeballs definitely wasn't on the list. But hey, let's keep exploring. What could possibly go wrong? Oh no.
So, you wanna be a video game star? Woohoo! Good thing I'm a cartoon!
Oh, Bubsy. Shut up.
Come on! Bugsy will be right back! What could possibly go wrong?
Bubsy the Bobcat is probably the most infamous case of a video game mascot that just utterly failed in every possible way.
It's me, the Prince of Personality, Bugsy!
Constantly referencing movies, shouting one-liners, and puns. He had a video game. It sucked. They gave it a sequel. It was bad. He had a pilot for a TV cartoon series. It was never continued. Poor Bubsy. I feel kinda bad for him. Was he really that bad?
Smokin'!
Okay, I don't feel bad anymore. Bubsy was a game that literally gave me headaches. If it wasn't his screechy 16-bit voice, it was the fact that he moves pretty quickly. But it's like this is the cameraman's first day on the job, and he has trouble keeping up with Bubsy, making the game super shaky and increasing my vomit levels. And if you decide to jump anywhere, well then hey, it's just game over. Oh, I'm gonna probably puke. Bubsy also has this weird momentum where it always feels like he's on ice. Why? Cats have the ability to, become cemented to the ground. I've never seen a cat do this before. And in a platformer with lots of enemies and obstacles, as well as one-hit deaths, it makes me not want to continue playing. Maybe the remake is better and got everything right.
Oh man, who booked this gig?
Nope. Well, at least he has a pretty cool shirt. I'd wear that in public. Let's just go to the good old Google machine and see what they go for. $25 for a red exclamation point on a white t-shirt? The actual game itself goes for less than that. I'm gonna buy it anyway. You know what they say.
What could possibly go wrong?
Alright, this next game is Zool on the Super Nintendo. Everyone, meet Zool. Zool is a gremlin ninja in training from the Nth dimension who was forced to land on Earth in order to gain full ninja ranking. Hey, remember that landing on Earth Point? Because the first stage in this game is some kind of sugary dessert utopia with gingerbread cookie roads, candy cane streetlights, jello houses, and marshmallow clouds. Doesn't look like anything I've ever seen here. If Earth looked like this, I might actually enjoy living on this terrible planet. So Zool being a ninja means he has a lot of skills at his disposal. He runs fast, jumps really high, and does a ballet twirl. Just like Sonic, the stages consist of long stretches of land and ramps for you to build up momentum to run through. The first boss is a bee that carpet bombs you. I don't know what this has to do with this candy world I'm in, however. I'm interested in how this game ends. So let's just fast forward. Yeah. How are you all doing today? Okay, here we are.
What is that? What the is that?
Whoa! Zoom! Congratulations!
No.
You have completed this game.
Why?
Because it's time to go home. 6:30.
Oh!
Hey, Mike.
My grandma's making my pizza.
Asked me to throw out the first pitch at an Angels game.
Oh, I did.
You
I
got
did
any
some
advice?
preach, boys. Some preach today.
What else you up to?
Great.
Why shouldn't I do it?
There's no upside. Screw up. You're an idiot on YouTube forever.
But it's for a good cause. What about all the kids that'll be there?
That's what I'm telling you. Kids are the worst. My own daughter tweeted I have a giant nose.
Jeffy's vlog.
Well, maybe I'll do a good job.
Nothing.
Space couldn't even toss me a pen. That was in zero gravity.
Okay, thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime, Fruit Loops. Give your wife a hug for me. She's so much cuter than you. I don't know how you ever got her.
Sorry about that.
No!
We're sorry. We never should have been comparing relationships in the first place.
Why? We won. Yeah, I say next week, go through Polly and his dog. Really give ourselves a challenge.
Jeff.
I want to say one more thing.
Jeffy's.
Just because
Jeffy's vlog.
very different.
Jeffy's vlog. Jeffy's.
There's one simple
Yeah.
twist away. You know, it's like when I thought there was a possum in my closet. Did I sit around wondering? No. I sent Leonard in with a pointy stick in a bag. I told us she rocks.
Let's just take the test.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, well, because you know we're going to do that.
Because it doesn't matter. I don't care if we're a 10 or a 2.
Or a 1. A 1 is possible.
America is scary.
Hey, Daddy, I got a question.
What is it, Jeffy?
When I squeeze my ball sack, it turns red and looks like a strawberry. Is that normal? Is what normal? For my ball sack to look like a strawberry?
It's not normal for you to squeeze your balls out, Jeffy.
I'm hungry, Dad.
You're hungry? Well, I can make you some green beans.
Some what, Dad?
Some green beans.
Dad, come here.
What?
No, come here. I gotta tell you.
There's a whole lot of memes kicking around out there on the internet. You can't scroll through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or almost any other social media platform without seeing a meme or two at any given time. So it makes sense how iconic characters in pop culture, including video games, can have a whole ton of memes poking fun at aspects of their canon, especially Sonic. We did a part 1 to this list featuring some of the more prominent and recently popular Sonic memes, aka Uganda Knuckles, RIP dead meme. So this time around for our part 2, we're looking at ones that you likely haven't encountered before, or have a smaller fan base chuckling at them. So with that in mind, let's jump into our list of the top 10 Sonic memes part 2. Number 10, you mean the Chaos Emeralds? Fanfiction can really have a life of its own. There's no shortage of Sonic fanfiction out there, and sometimes their plots dive into some odd territory. Back in 2011, a member of the Sonic the Hedgehog fansite Sonic Community named Cyfox released some fanfiction that featured President Obama talking to other high-ranking human officials. At some point in their conversation, Obama brings up the Chaos Emeralds with the line, "You mean the Chaos Emeralds?" 2 years later, that line was taken by a Twitter account, fanfiction_text, and posted as a tweet. The tweet blew up, and the meme became a big deal. And at number 9, original character do not steal. The term original character do not steal comes from DeviantArt. It was a phrase that was commonly attached to a post of original work in order to discourage other artists from replicating it. Eventually, it started being used ironically and mockingly, especially by those people who would use the phrase on their Sonic fan art. While some would produce original characters, like we mentioned in our last meme video, often enough the posts with this phrase attached were badly drawn, obvious rip-offs of characters who were part of the Sonic canon. This meme spread further in 2011 with a YouTube video called Blonic that made fun of those artists. It even addresses the weird inflation Sonic fan art too. In at 8, Sonichu. Initially a webcomic created by blogger Christian Weston Chandler, aka Chris Chan, Sonichu was a human boy character who could transform into a fusion between Sonic and Pokemon's Pikachu. Taking one look at the character, you can see why the internet went wild with it, openly mocking Chris Chan for his amateur drawing and poorly written story. Before you feel bad for Chris Chan though, it's worth noting that the majority of the story and character work was unoriginal. Much of it was taken from Sonic, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, and Excel Saga. The comic and character blew up when Chris Chan's vlogging got more popularity, and the story shifted to the character's sex life and the author's own personal problems, like trying to find a boyfriend-free girlfriend. Good luck with that, bud. To make matters worse, he started writing storylines that featured the character murdering the trolls who made fun of him. Yeah, that's uncomfortable. And at number 7, Tails Gets Trolled. Another webcomic on our list, this one titled Tails Gets Trolled, follows Tails as he engages in an ongoing war with trolls. Again, the comic was first uploaded on October 10th, 2011, and features some other Sonic characters, along with familiar faces from the Mario franchise and even ones from the Warner Brother cartoons. Eventually, the webcomic found its way onto Something Awful, which led to parody artwork and even a YouTube reading of the comic. Tails Gets Trolled is known for its gratuitous violence and horrible spelling and really bad grammar. Like, really bad. It's with apostrophe, R-E. And at number 6, Christian Sonic fan art. If Sonic fan art didn't already have a bad enough rep for being laughable, of course, someone had to integrate their religion and faith into the mix. Now, don't get me wrong, everyone is entitled to believe what they believe, but when it comes to drawing really bad, awfully poorly represented Catholic messages into already crappy drawings of Sonic, well, you might as well just put a giant target on your back. Christian Sonic fan art is fan art that heavily contains religious themes. It's often bizarre and cringeworthy. While no one quite knows how it originated, posts with Christian Sonic fan art appeared on DeviantArt in late 2006 in a group called Mobian Ministry. It started picking up outside attention in 2012 after Sonic Retro published an article about it, and then it made the rounds on Reddit, College Humor, and Cracked. And at 5, Sonic's Twitter. A bit of an interactive meme experience here for you at this number. The Sonic the Hedgehog official Twitter might just be one of the best things Sega has ever done, on the internet, that is. The official Sonic Twitter account started interacting with fans in 2015. Prior to this, the Sonic social media accounts were run by Sega employee Kelly Parker, and when she left, another employee named Aaron Weber took over, and the fun began. He began referencing and posting Sonic memes, and engaging with Twitter users in incredibly tongue-in-cheek ways. And at number 4, Sonic for Real Justice. In 2015, a blog on Tumblr was created called Sonic for Real Justice, which was a blog that featured anti-social justice conversations between Sonic characters. While the creators still remain anonymous, each of them took on a different character's role, engaging in offensive and politically incorrect dialogue. The blog started getting more and more popular after a post by Mod Shadow blew up, in which he wrote a very edgy introduction, making it a mockery. It eventually unraveled with a bunch of entertaining moderator drama when several of them violated their own blog rules. Naturally, since then, the mod drama has been quite the joke on the interwebs. And at 3, Ow the Edge. Ow the Edge is a phrase commonly used to respond to Sonic media that is trying too hard to be edgy. While its origins are rooted in the manipulation of Shadow the Hedgehog and this video game cover, which notoriously tried to be edgy by adding guns and darker plot points, it has seeped out into other pop culture references, although it always uses the expand-dong-styled images and cut-and-paste letters. This was born from a 4chan block thread, where users highlighted specific parts of a word by blocking out other parts of it. It became more popular in 2014 when a video posted with the title Ow the Edge featured a pretty cringeworthy moment of the game where Shadow was particularly edgy. And at number 2, Cold Steel the Hedgehog. Jumping back into the topic of fan-made characters from the Sonic fandom, Cold Steel the Hedgehog is a Sonic fan-made character who is mocked online as being the stereotype of an edgy teenager, with the tagline, "Psh, nothing personnel, kid." Yes, personnel instead of personal. It's embarrassing. This one first appeared online on Twitter in May 2013 when user Grand Felonia posted it. While it's credited to Blood Skullboy84, there's never been anyone with that username found online or claimed the piece as theirs. Anyway, the posting contained a bio, likes and dislikes, and it spread when a video in 2014 featuring a Valkyrie reading of it was posted to YouTube. A hilarious trailer even popped up too. For context, here's some of Cold Steel's bio. Cold Steel was born with a special power. He was stronger than all of his classmates in the Sonic Fighting Academy.